bit warm here in Southern California. Hopefully you're doing well, and my sincere apologies for being slightly tardy today. I was having some significant challenges getting some connectivity to all my devices to be able to assist all of you and interact with you on TikTok, Instagram, and also YouTube Live. So thank you so much nonetheless for your patience. And also, I must apologize in advance for my demeanor. I am not feeling well today, but I had to come in and say hello to each and every one of you, all my friends and family from all across the globe. Hello, King Ram Singh on IG. I'm doing relatively okay, a little bit tired today, but I think after a proper rest this afternoon or this evening, I'll be much better. Hello, good sir, says Ashin Campbell. Greetings to you as well, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Speaking of brothers, Emmanuel Giunta, good seeing you as well. Thank you so much. KK Lex on IG, thank you so much for joining. Overland Ish, good seeing you. Sending all the love and support your way, says the Knicks. Amazing. I hope to build like you do one day and feel better soon. I will. I just been burning the candle at both ends and as they infamously say, in the middle. So it's been a lot. Rollins Kitchens, Adam from San Diego. Good seeing you, brother. Hopefully you are doing much better than I am because I'm really, really tired today. Just been working a lot, not sleeping as much, and starting to catch up on me. Supercar Sean, how have you been, sir? For those of you who know who Sean is, what a great guy. Really exposed me to a lot of individuals in the exotic car scene in Orange County. I don't think he's in SoCal anymore. I think he moved out of state. Sean, we missed you quite a bit. Hopefully you're doing well no matter where you are. Bomb Projects, thank you for joining. Appreciate the hands up and the peace signs as well. JJ Byron 1. Good to see you as well. Looking forward to seeing some projects out from Miami, which I love to go to. I went to Miami twice last year, once this year. Great place to be. Everything from the downtown Miami district all the way to South Beach. Just a great place to have a good time and to relax a little bit. And a little bit different from California as well. Rollins Kitchens is saying my sound is having a problem. Let me know, guys, if it doesn't rectify. I'll leave IG and come back in. Always good to see you as well. Thank you so much. 510 Slayer. Oh, I just lost my connectivity on TikTok. So sorry, my TikTok friends. My sincere apologies indeed. Hey, says M3P Kev. Says, love my stuff. Appreciate that indeed. Whew, I am feeling kind of under the weather today. It's been really hot in Southern California. We were in triple digits yesterday. Today, we're also in triple digits at 102 here in Ontario, California. And this environment I'm in is quite nice indeed. It's the 2024 Genesis GV70 electric, which is just amazing. Has a boost button like the last GV60 I had. Very nice creature comforts. One thing that the kids loved when we were traveling with this car is that the back seats recline, so the kids can go to sleep. We all know how unsafe it is to lay across the back seat on the bottom of the seat pad itself, and this vehicle solved that problem by allowing a nice recline, which is amazing indeed. I was able to average about 230 miles per charge on this particular vehicle. Had the opportunity to explore a 400 or so mile trip to and from the North California area. And it was a lot of enjoyment indeed with all the creature comforts to boot. Hello, Bisimoto says Gaijin Builds. How are you? I am doing okay despite the crazy climate and me overworking myself. When checking bearing clearances for connecting rods with plastic gauge, do you torque the full spec or half spec and take into consideration thermal expansion? That's a great question indeed. And for those of you who don't know what plastic gauge is, it is actually, as the name implies, a plastic type material that you lay into bearing surfaces, and then when you clamp down on those surfaces, it spreads out that plastic type of composite material. And then when you measure the thickness of how the spread occurred, it can give you an indication of your bearing clearances. And based on my experience, it's heavily dependent on temperatures. If you're in a cold environment, that plastic gauge doesn't tend to expand as much. If you're in a warm environment, it tends to expand even further. Depending if you have any drag on your pistons, if you assemble with pistons set up inside by clamping, it could, kind of change those parameters very well. And because of that, I don't see it as a very, very accurate way of measuring bearing clearances. I used plastic gauge earlier in my engine building career, as far back as the mid-90s. And the one thing that I found that was much better is using a dial bore indicator or dial bore gauge, where you use something that's telescoping, where in other words, you take a type of telescopic caliper, you measure the journal that you're trying to use for your bearing clearance. And let's say you get a 1.7710 inch in terms of measurement. You measure that with your calipers. Then you use a dial bore gauge within that realm of 1.7 to 1.8. You zero out on said caliper. So now you have a zero on the exact measurement of your journal. And then you assemble your entire rod together with proper torque spec, or your crank girdle with proper torque spec. And then with a dial bore gauge that's now indicated to zero with your journal, you put it inside the bearing surface and measure it, and it gives you exact precise clearance. And guys, the benefits of that is worth its weight in gold, as in you get very accurate clearances and can adjust your bearings based upon color or dimension to get the exact clearances that you need. In my experience, plastic gauge is not a very accurate way of doing it, but if you're stuck and only stuck with plastic gauge, you definitely want to torque to the proper torque spec and not half, because you want to be able to give a proper bearing clearances. As you torque further, your bearing clearances become true. If you can have bear the expense, and it's less than $100 if you search around, to get a set of telescope calipers for journal measurements and then a dial bore gauge or indicator, it will pay for itself with not only your how should I say, comfort and reliability with your measurements, but also can make you a better engine builder. So that's my 2 cents. Hopefully that helps, Gauge and Builds, and let me know how that turns out for you. MP3 Kev from Denver, thank you so much for joining us from the Colorado area. Appreciate you. 510 is a race coming up in September. I love races. Let me know if it's road race or drag race. I love racing nonetheless. David 032, good seeing you as well. Thank you so much for joining. Olukunle, all the way from Nigeria, says, hello, my fellow countrymen. I hail you. Thank you so much, brother. For those of you who don't know, yes, I am Nigerian. My accent is weird, but that's where I'm from. Came to the United States to study engineering, finished up, and have this wonderful career with my team in building really amazing cars, taking cars that are somewhat exciting and making them absolutely spectacular, which is really great. And Lice on YouTube is asking, hello, bro, who do you speak? I do have a lot of my friends and family here on Instagram, so I have some Instagram. I'm gonna try again and see if I can get access to TikTok, because my TikTok kicked me out. So let me see if I can connect. Last week, when I was in a different vehicle, which is a Genesis GV60, I did not have access to YouTube, so forgive me, guys. Today, I'm limited to my access on TikTok, so I'm gonna try again and see if I can get access to that, so our TikTok friends and family can enjoy. It now says my iPhone is too hot to continue, which is sad, but we're gonna try and keep going on here. I don't know what's going on. My main iPhone is just overheated and cut me off. So let's go ahead and see if I can try and get my TikTok friends on. And yeah, you may be live on TikTok. I'm gonna try and cool down my phone here on IG and see if it gives me access again, which is quite unfortunate. I have an iPhone 15 and it's super sensitive to temperatures. So that being said, guys, I may have to sign off because I'm having a very difficult time with this. But nonetheless, it's great seeing each and every one of you. Those of you who are still on both TikTok and also YouTube. Next week, let's do something really nice and try and connect again. In the meantime, take care, everyone, and have a great day. Bye-bye.